This tutorial is going to show you how to work your way through the video editor that comes with Microsoft on your laptop. So I have opened up Video Editor and I'm going to start a new video project. So when you open this up, it's immediately going to ask you to name your video. And so I'm going to be making a tutorial today on Microsoft Draw and how to add that feature to Microsoft Word. So when I go to add from it, I can add from the web, from the collection, or from this PC, which is where I've saved my recorded video, my pre-recorded video. And so I want the video file. However, I also end all my tutorials with an image. And so I'm going to add the image there as well. So you can add both video files and photo files. And then I'm going to select what I want and place them in the storyboard. Now the order that you check mark them is the order that they're going to end up down in your storyboard. So I did them in order of what I want them to be like. If for some reason they end up out of order, you can click and drag to move them around. Very simple to do, but I just always try to start with them in the order that I know I want them. So within the video editor, you have different features that are very neat to add into your video. So the first thing I always do is add a title card, and you can edit the duration of your title card. So automatically it goes to 3 seconds, but then there's other time frames here as well, or you can type your own in. So if I want it to be 6 seconds, I can do that. Or I can choose one of the preset durations. And then if I choose text, now I can add it in. So I'm going to add in my title. I'm going to show you how long the text will show up within this 5-second duration. So if I want it to be there the whole time, I can simply drag this bottom line across or bring it back. And then on the side, we have our different options for the type of font that we want, how we want it to look like, and then where we want the words to show up at the bottom at the layout. So if I want it to be at the top, the bottom. And now these are going to be different depending on the type of style that you've chosen. But then you can also change the background color. So you can customize it however you'd like. And when you're done, hit done. So now I have my title card and I can start editing my video. So as I was making the tutorial and doing the screen recording, I used a screencast app on Chrome. I, of course, make mistakes and I need to edit those out. So I can play back.
This tutorial is going to walk you through how to add a draw option to Microsoft Word.
And so I can play it through and find where I've made mistakes, and I can also drag through as well. But if I get to a spot that I know I need to pause at, I can trim or I can split this video. So trim is great if you have points in the beginning of your video that you need to cut out, whether you're clicking around or there's a pause before you start, you can trim it. Split is fantastic for those moments that you need to edit. So I need to cut out a piece here, so I hit split and I'm going to be splitting this in to 2 different clips. So now I have 2 clips at the bottom. And now if I need to trim this further, because all of this I kind of did and then realized that I wanted to do it in a different way, I can go to the spot that I want to start over or I want to cut out, and I can either split the video again or I can use that trim feature. So this bubble shows me where I paused. So I'm going to take this and drag it over to where I paused, where I want the video to actually start, and hit done. And now that cut out all the beginning of that video, and it's going to trim it and start it where I wanted it to start for real. So you can, with an image or with a video, you can add motion to this. So I can zoom in the center, zoom left, you can choose however you want. So I always do that with my photo at the end. I zoom into the center. Especially when you can't see what I'm clicking, I like to add in little elements so people know where to look and know where to click. So I want my viewers to know that I am clicking files, and they might not be looking up here, they might miss that. So I'm going to add in a 3D effect. So there's lots of different effects you can add. These are really neat animated effects that I can add in here. And, you know, this will spin and do some pretty neat animated things. Or if I just want a simple object, like I just want an arrow, I'm going to go to the 3D library. And pull up an arrow. So here's my arrow. I can flip it around, I can resize it. I can put it wherever I want that I think that the viewers are going to notice. And I can add animations to this. So I might want it to wobble, again, to draw attention. And there's sound effects that come with these also, and so I don't want those sound effects. So I can just turn that volume all the way down. And then it's, again, this bottom bar is going to be the duration that arrow shows up. So I don't need that arrow to sit there the whole time. I just want it to be for that step. So I'm going to shorten the effect time by dragging this bar over, and then I can hit done. So now within that clip, in just the seconds that I identified, so you can see that that 3D effect has been added. It helps draw attention to the viewer, and I can do that for every step that I want, and with anything from the 3D library or from the effects. You also can notice that we have filters available. So I can add, you know, a different type of view onto my screen if I would like. And I can also change the speed. So if there's something that I need to be moving a little bit faster, or if I want to do a time lapse of something, I can change the speed of the clip, as well as removing the black bars or adding black bars. So I can remove this one. This clip doesn't have any, but if there is something that did, it would make this screen enlarge, or you can shrink it down to fit, which is what I normally do. You can rotate the screen. And then of course, if you accidentally make a clip, say that you split something, and you don't want it to be that way, you can undo or you can delete that. Or if I am trying to take chunks out and I'm doing multiple splits and I have a 30-second chunk that I no longer want, I can click the box and then hit remove, and it will remove that box from there. Or I can remove all. Check out your background music. So you can choose from a wide variety of music here to add to your video, and decide how loud the music is going to be. So if I'm talking, I normally put mine at between 25 and 30, and that way the music isn't overwhelming and drowning out the directions that I'm trying to give in my tutorials. Depending on your video, you might want it at different volumes. And the same thing with your actual voice. So within each individual clip, I cannot make it any louder than what I recorded it as, but I can make my voice softer. So I can adjust the clip within the tutorial, but I just can't make it louder than it was when I recorded it. You can also add your own music if you have any. And then when you're all done, you just hit finish video, export, and it will save it as an MP4, and you can upload it to whatever platform you're looking for.